Hollywood celebs, shut the fuck up. This week in celebrity virtue signaling, Hollywood's A-list, and by A I mean anonymous, be honest, you didn't recognize half of them either, got together and made an ISIS hostage video to solve racism.
I take responsibility. Every not-so-funny joke.
Every time I remained silent,
I take responsibility.
Thank you, Hollywood. I mean, who better to end systemic oppression than a cartoon turtle, lesbo Steve Jobs, and this chick, who I'm told is Kesha. This is the most insincere, empty, self-serving piece of slacktivism since, I don't know, 3 months ago when they did the exact same shit. So are these the celebs that can't sing? And I know what you're thinking, actors, just shut the fuck up and say the words the ugly people wrote for you. Unfortunately, that's what they did here. Yeah, they didn't even write it. How are you going to tell us to take responsibility when you can't even take responsibility for your own statement? Matter of fact, they couldn't even take responsibility to memorize the lines, which is exactly what they're overpaid to do for a living. You need a teleprompter to say why racism is bad? I cannot believe they're reading the lines. This bitch brought her bifocals, and so did this bitch.
I will no longer allow stereotypes to be uttered in my presence.
You will no longer allow stereotypes? You play the sassy gay sidekick in every movie. Stereotypes paid for your house in the hills where you avoid black people. No stereotypes? Stanley, you're a 60-year-old Italian man. How else are you going to describe the people that move into your neighborhood? And Aaron Paul, you are breaking my fucking heart, man. What are you doing?
I take responsibility.
How about you take a sip of water? What's up with your voice? You play Pinkman, not Batman. Relax. At least I know who he is. Some of these celebrities I've never seen before.
every time I remained silent,
Who the fuck is this guy? Anthony Boring? Speaking of parts unknown, what's up with your hair? You comb it with a pineapple? Actors, this is why we don't believe you when you're at the Oscars babbling on about the horrors of the dairy industry. We know it's self-serving, performative bullshit. You get an award for pretending to be something you're not, and now you're up there pretending to be something you're not. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio goes on about global warming, but he probably punched a hole in the ozone layer flying pussy around the planet. Why do you think they call the airline Virgin? It's disingenuous. You don't care about these issues. You care about the bag. Disney professed their support for Black Lives Matter, but then reduced John Boyega's role in the Chinese release of Star Wars because it was better for the target audience. And China, you're okay with Yoda in the movie, but not a black guy? Disney also has long advocated for gay pride, but then cut out the gay scenes from the Chinese release of Bohemian Rhapsody. China, you're okay with a bat in your mouth, but not a dick? Now don't get me wrong, market the movie in the way that makes you and your shareholders the most money. Get your cash. But if you're gonna bend to a totalitarian dictatorship that doesn't value human rights, save us the fucking lecture about ethics.